performance. What are your reflections on the game?
Disappointment more than anything else, the fact that we've lost the game and gone out of the competition. I said in my programme notes about how competitions like this and winning breeds confidence, and you can go through a season like Bradford did, getting to a final and then getting promotion through the playoffs. So it does take its toll on its squad, but at the same time it's the winning mentality that we're trying to create at the football club. We've come up against a team with momentum. We've come up against a team that's gone into the championship and won their first championship game against Millwall, which is no mean feat. We knew it was going to be tough. They made one or two changes, we made one or two changes, and have come out probably, I would have said probably worthy winners. They played some good stuff, and probably in the first half they could have seen us off. But when you're 1-0 down and you're still in a game, as we were 1-0 up and still in the game on Saturday, you just got to get it over the winning line, and that's what they did. But it needed a couple of saves towards the end from the keeper to keep them in it. And if it had gone to extra time and we were with the momentum, shall we say, I would have thought there would have been only one result. But as it stands, we're out of the competition, and there is disappointment in that change room. That's the main thing. The players have put their all in tonight, and which is interesting, because players want to play for the football club and they want to be in the team on Sunday, and that's the kind of competition we're after.
That was underlined by Conor Clifford in the 93rd minute. Came off with blood on his head and just as quick as he could, literally just rubbed it off and went back on. He's one of them players, isn't he? Who gives absolutely everything, as everyone did out there tonight. As
everybody did, and you're highlighting Conor, who's probably looked at the two central midfield players on Saturday and thought this is going to be difficult to get into the side, but he knew what he needed to do to get into the team, and he did it tonight. So that's a nice competitive little area. Lenny came on with 30 minutes to go, and he put himself about. Jack Payne did himself no harm. He's in a man's world now and he has to grow up quick, and there was one or two little naive things that were in our game in the first half, and that was probably down to the youth and the exuberance that we had. But if truth be known, when you look at one or two of the decisions in the first half, I would have been probably running around like a headless chicken, losing me rag because of some bemusing decisions. But we're here to educate the young players, and we're here to try and get that winning environment, winning mentality, and we'll succeed with these players because they're a good group and they want to learn.
Both sides tried to play good football. Do you think that the telling factor was just that little bit of class with the finish to win them the game?
I think it was a great finish, there's no doubt about it, but we kicked the ball straight down the gullet of the two centre halves. You're talking about 6'3" and 6'4" against Craig Reid. We were trying to get angle on the ball all night to Don Cowan, but eventually we had to change Don Cowan's position because the keeper kept on pulling it in midfield. There was simple ABC instruction like that can unhinge you, because the ball came straight back down the heart of our defence, and it was a fabulous finish, there's no doubt about it. And they had one or two other chances in the first half, but we told the players to quite simply address the fight. Not the bullying tactics, but the physical side of the game. They had obviously 3 players in the book at half time, and we had none. And we were telling the players to grow up quick. It's a rough old world out there, and it doesn't matter if you're 17 or 37. You've got to learn about protecting yourself, and it was about the battle. And in the first half I thought we lost the battle. In the second half I thought we won the battle, and but consequently we couldn't get that goal that would have took us into extra time and hopefully gone on to win the tie.
Julian Bennett came off injured. It looked like a push on him, just out of play from where we were, and Don Cowan I think came off as well a bit earlier. What's the update on them, and Mark Laird, who I think picked up a little knock
in training? Yeah, I'm not sure about the 2 players who've got out. It may have been fatigue. 60 minutes in a championship game, to be fair, and if truth be known, they're not up to speed with the rest of the group, that is for sure. They only joined us on the Thursday before the start of the season. If they had had a couple of weeks pre-season under the belt, they could have been somewhere near. But you can't ask any more from the endeavour that the commitment that they're putting into the game and into their game in particular. But it was pleasing that Craig Reid got 90 minutes and that Conor Clifford got 90 minutes, and that puts a little bit of pressure on the likes of Freddie Eastwood and Barry Coe and the 2 boys that played in central midfield on Saturday.